Hi, and welcome to New Day, my blogging and podcasting site at philroutley.com. I'm Phil Routley. Before we dig into the messages contained in these leadership qualification posts from 1 Timothy, there are a few things I need to share with you. First, I originally recorded these blogs a year or two ago as part of a complete series I called Timothy, My Son. It was all based on a verse-by-verse study of Paul's first letter to his spiritual son, Timothy. Paul was the experienced, wiser mentor to this young pastor, giving advice on a lot of areas of leadership, and in particular, pastoral leadership, but not exclusively. I see it as really good, practical guidance for any Christian who is any position of leadership, and who would benefit personally by having an attitude of servant leadership. When it comes to servant leadership, there are a whole bunch of C words that I often focus on. In fact, I did a series a while back on the 7 C's of a healthy church. I still use the principles of that series, which begins with clarity, confidence, and consistency. When I think of the qualities of a servant leader, there are 2 other C words that come to mind: character and culture. Strategy is essential, but as Peter Drucker said, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And your culture is primarily made up by your character. It comes out of the priorities you set, the expectations you have, and the means of motivation you use. And those are all a reflection of your character. So it's important to know what I mean by character. Characters found in a few simple but complex words: trustworthiness, reliability, integrity, honesty. Now, you need to know that I believe every one of us is a leader. Whoever you are and whatever you do, in some role or capacity, you are a leader. Do you own or manage a business? You're a leader. Are you on the board of a nonprofit? You're a leader. Do you teach a Sunday school class or coach a kid's baseball team? You're a leader. Are you a mom or a dad, a big brother or sister, a grandpa or a grandma? You are a leader. And as long as there are people who follow your direction, you are a leader. As long as you influence others, you are a leader. And everything rises and falls on leadership. So this is not just for those who are formally in positions of leadership. Servant leadership is for everyone. So I've called this series of podcasts The Character of a Servant Leader. Soul Impact is my coaching and leadership development business and ministry. Through it, I've been able to interact with hundreds of people around the world, and I continue to on my soulimpact.ca group page on Facebook. More recently, I've shifted gears a little toward Christ followers, both men and women, who are frustrated with the progress of their organizations, whether for-profit or non-profit, in their businesses, their churches, their ministries, or any other sphere. There's a natural growth cycle that happens in the life of anything. It's true for human beings, plants, businesses, and churches. It looks something like this. Every endeavor begins with birth as it's launched into existence. There's a growth phase followed by maturity. Maturity is followed by decline, and then things come to an end. Pretty simple. Here's where the greatest challenge comes in. It's when we're leading an organization, could be a business or a church, and it's beginning to decline, and we don't know what to do about it. Things can get pretty scary as we begin to wonder if we have a future. Disappointment can become discouragement as the pain and sleepless nights take over. You have family and friends, employees, the bank, and clients who are depending on you to succeed, and you don't know what to do about it. That's what Phil Routley, Strategy Coach, and New Day is all about. It's about coaching those who are losing ground to climb once again. I've often thought that what I do is a lot like a GPS. You might be really clear on where you want to go, knowing your destination, but if you don't know exactly where you are, you can never get there. A couple of weeks ago, I was in an underground parking garage and I told my GPS where I wanted to go, and very quickly it came back with the statement, "Satellite access lost." The GPS didn't know where it was, so it was totally useless. The first thing I coach my clients to do is gain real clarity on exactly where they are so that together we can plot a course for where they want to be. And to go even deeper, how they got there. The 9 video podcasts that follow are really useful in helping you to know just where you are. Specifically, they deal with Paul's instructions concerning the leaders of the church, often referred to as elders, pastors, bishops, or overseers. But these principles apply for any Christ follower in any leadership role. So when I say church in the videos, expand your thinking so it can mean family, business, organization, ministry, or even enterprise. You get the idea. So what follows are the qualities of a servant leader. If you're a leader, and you are, I hope you want to be the best leader you can possibly be. And I'd love to hear from you and help guide you through the most turbulent of seas. In the menu at the top of the page, you can click where you will find out more about me and what Phil Routley Strategy Coach is all about. You'll also see a button that will take you to a page where you can schedule a zero-cost virtual coffee chat with me over Zoom. That's where we can learn together how I might be able to help you overcome the challenges that are giving you sleepless nights. I'd love to start the conversation today. So, enjoy. And I look forward to hearing from you. God bless.